I have a story I have to tell here. Not that long ago, China contacted me and said, "Do you want to test our weather station?" Now, this is by a company by the name of Sain Logic, and that's where the title comes from of insane, S-A-I-N, logic. I had tested a weather station from them before, and it was excellent all around. So they contacted me. They said, "Oh, we have new one. We want you to test." Okay, yeah, let me see. You send me a link. Take a look at it. And it has a number of extra features to it, like a UV index and a solar panel to help keep the thing running instead of relying solely on the battery. Stuff like that. So it had a lot of interesting new features that I really liked, and a more complex display that would show all that data there and that. But it also had another feature, the Wi-Fi, and the companion Sain Logic app, because everybody's on their phone. So they give me the link to Amazon, and I'm reading through that, and I know the reviews are all bullshit on Amazon, which is why I don't leave them anymore. That's correct. I do not leave Amazon reviews. I do video reviews only. So what you see is what you get. Now, Sain Logic, the weather station, the panel itself where it displays all the information, the outdoor thing with the little whirligig and the whole spin-a-ma-bob on it, all that kind of stuff, top-notch stuff for the price range that we're in. It's really nice. The instructions, plain English, well-written, 3 different booklets of information. So I sat down to read all of that because I didn't want to look like a complete buffoon on the video. And I said, all right, well, I mean, I'm a computer dick. I should be able to figure this out. I looked at the Amazon reviews, and customer after customer after customer was saying, can't get this Wi-Fi shit to work. App doesn't work. Can't get it to work. Can't get it to work. No good. Sending it back. Piece of shit. Etc., etc. So I responded back and I said, what's with this? Oh, no, I mean, as much as you're reading that, there are many others who have done it successfully. Okay. I figure I'm the computer dick, so I might be able to figure it out, right? So I go, and they send the product, and I get it, and the weather station itself, and the display for it, top-notch stuff. Then I go to set up the app. It didn't work. I followed the instructions. They're all there. The problem lies within the lack of user-friendliness. This was a term that we used to use back in the early days of computers that is probably paramount to the success of a product today. Since the 1980s, when home computers were getting more and more popular, the American public has gotten dumber and dumber and dumber. And that's why I always say the big, fat, dumb American consumer. If they get something and it doesn't work out of the box, most people will not throw in the towel. They'll try it again. They might try it a third time. But after that, it's going back in the box and they're sending it back saying it's broken. Usually it was because they didn't read the directions or follow the cockamamie setup that the damn thing has. But I have generally been able to get that to work. There have been some products that just didn't fucking work. Unfortunately, this was one of them. As far as the app goes, I played with this damn thing for 3 days. 3 days. The instructions pretty much made it out to say that the product works with an app And that app works with Weather Underground and or Weather Cloud. So immediately they are hinging their operation on Weather Underground and Weather Cloud. Either of those go out of business, no more. Doesn't work anymore. That's no good. Now you got the Amazon Alexa, and we all know about that. And you could say, well, that's running on Amazon. They could just say, oh, we're shutting it down. They're not going to. And the reason they're not going to is because it is a cash cow. It's not just for the do this, do that, or tell me a joke, or whatever else you use an AI device for. It's because you can buy things from Amazon using it. There are skills and games where you can buy premium packages, driving more business. And it plays music, so they can sell you Amazon Music Unlimited, monthly income coming in. It's not shutting down. The weather station doesn't do that. It doesn't have all of those features. Are they getting some kickback from stealing your data? Probably, but not that much. Maybe that's what they're content with. I don't know. But here's the deal. The instructions made it vaguely out to say that using Weather Underground and or Weather Cloud were optional. So I made a quick video and I sent that to China and I said, this don't work. And I knew they were going to want a video, so I made a video of it and I sent that to them. And they said, you did everything absolutely perfectly, but you missed a step. I did? Okay. And they said, you have to enter in the Weather Underground and or Weather Cloud ID and password or whatever it asks for it to work. I tried putting gobbledygook in there. You'd think it would throw an error, but it didn't. And it had trouble connecting to the weather station itself. The app was so poorly written and completely not user-friendly at all that it wouldn't tell you, like, how many times have you been online and you're filling out a form? So it asks your name, address, phone number, blah, blah. Maybe you're buying something online or taking a survey, something, and you inadvertently or purposely leave out a field. And then it comes back with a red asterisk and said, oh, you got to fill in all the fields. The ones you didn't are marked. And then you say, oh, you know, I totally missed that one. Or, fuck, I was hoping they weren't going to want that information. You know, something like that. But no, this app didn't do that. It just sat there completely dumbfounded. It had no idea. It just sat there. It didn't warn you, tell you. And then when it finally went to go to the screen saying, okay, I got all my information, all of the fields for the outdoor wind speed and temperature and humidity and all that were just double dashes. It had no data. Now, I had read in the book somewhere about it may take 5 minutes or so to pull the data in. No, it didn't make any difference. I waited 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes. It didn't fucking work. So I made another video for China. And I'm going to show that to you now. This is what I sent to them. And there are a lot of important lessons. So take a watch of this video. Okay, Sane Logic, here we go. It's supposed to work right out of the box. If your product does not work out of the box, I don't endorse it. The general American public, if they can't get it to work first, maybe second, maybe even third try out of the box, it gets returned. And I don't think you want returns. You have a big problem with your app. It does not work properly. We're going to go ahead and plug in the indoor console. Outdoors is set up. Batteries are in it. So we'll wait just a moment here, and in a few moments it should pull the outdoor data. There we are. Okay, very good. Now we need the Wi-Fi light flashing. So for that, we hit the min-max button. I don't have my glasses on. The Wi-Fi is now blinking. Got that. That's easy to follow, no problem. The instructions are well written. It's the app that's terrible. That's what the problem is. You got to work on the app. Sain logic. Okay, so we'll load that up. And we'll add a new device. So there's nothing to enter in here. This is just notices. Got that. Hit next. It says plug it in, hit the min-max button, make sure the Wi-Fi is flashing. We did that. Got that. Next. And now it says to go and find the SSID of the base station. Great. So we'll go into Wi-Fi. Give it a second. Sain logic. Hopefully you can see it. There it is. Okay, it says connected, no internet, which is correct. And we'll go back. And now we'll hit check. And it says connected. So now it wants the Wi-Fi. So I got this far so far. Everything's so good here. So I already had tried this, and obviously it didn't work. But right now, apparently, it says it's connected, but it doesn't work. So if we save that, it says connecting. Connecting. Save again. Nothing. Okay. It says it's connected. It got an IP address. What if we just type in gobbledygook over here? Try saving that. Nope. Doesn't continue. Doesn't do anything else at all. So now I read in your instructions, you say no special characters. Well, if an underscore is allowed in an SSID to begin with, your app should read that. But okay, you want to play games? We can play games. Your Wi-Fi light is still flashing on the base station. So allegedly we're not connected. So what we're going to do is make sure we're connected to the Sain Logic network. We'll connect back to that. Connected. We'll go back. Check. Please link to the Sain Logic device. I just did that. Doesn't see it, doesn't like it. Says it's connected. Take a look. Wi-Fi is still flashing. We'll connect to it again. So, connected back to Sain Logic. Please link. Please link. Please link. Okay, let's quit out the app and we'll start all over again. Same logic. Add new device. We'll hit next. We'll hit next. Connect to the Sain Logic network. We are connected. We'll hit back. We'll hit check. Please link. We'll hit check again. No good. That's fine. At this point, it's already timed out, so we got to start all over again. So we'll hit the min-max until it flashes. So Wi-Fi is flashing. We'll go back and double check our network. We'll connect to Sain Logic. Connected, no internet. And over here, if I hit that there, it says scanning. We'll try this network. I'll put in the password for that. We'll hit save. Now it says connected. Now it says connecting, connected. And now it comes here. Where's the information? There's nothing there. It says it's offline. Wi-Fi says it's connected. Alright, maybe this didn't reconnect back to regular network. No, it sure did. It's not on the Sain Logic network. That Comcast one is mine. Nothing. 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 There is no data listed. Go to history. Nothing. Current. Nothing. Close out of the app. Try the app again. Sain Logic. Still says it's offline. This doesn't work. This does not work. I've been a computer repair technician for the better part of 30 years. I've been in sales of retail electronics and computers for about 10 years. And there have been some bad products and some good ones. This isn't one of the good ones, I'm sorry to say. Around this house, I have maybe 15 different Wi-Fi smart plugs. And it was interesting because they're all different brands. They're from all over because as I'm reviewing your product, I review many products for many companies. So a lot of them have sent me their Wi-Fi plugs, smart plugs. And a lot of them just work with the Smart Life app and go in no problem. You can set them up 1, 2, 3, and it just goes smooth all the way. And if you don't follow the directions, it doesn't work. But clearly I followed all your directions. It says it's connected, but it doesn't work. So those smart plugs work, but there were a couple of exceptions. There was another brand that touted themselves as saying, we are the best out there, the easiest ones to connect in the world, world-renowned, etc., etc., etc. I have never had more trouble with the smart plug than those. Every time it said connecting, it never connected. And somehow, by the grace of God, after about the 16th time, it ended up working. And yet another one that they sent me is also through their own app, not using the Smart Life app. Not saying that you need to, because you need your own app for this. I get that. So it won't set up through the Smart Life app. But once you do set it up through their own app, it goes just fine, but it's slow. You have the on-screen thing, you want to turn it on, you want to turn it off. So I hit, okay, on. Now the light goes on. Unacceptable. Off. Now the light goes off. I could hit the switch on the wall faster than that. So I don't know what the deal is with your app here and it not connecting, but like I said, if this won't connect out of the box, I'm really not interested. Now, if you want to send me a label and you want to take this back, that's fine. You can do that. I don't mind it. Just like this is a nice weather station where I can see all the information here. I don't need a wireless thing and an app and get a phone and go to Europe. I'm in the United States. Go to Europe and see what the weather is in my backyard. I'm in Europe. I don't care. Or if I go to the Bahamas, I don't care what the weather is back home. It's beautiful weather where I am. What am I going to say? Oh, it's going to rain? Let me call the person who's watching the cat and tell them? You know, I can look it up on weather.com or AccuWeather or anything else and get at least a general idea of what's going on. There's hyperlocal and then there's hyperlocal. Really, I don't know that the app is entirely necessary. Yes, there are some people who are glued to their devices. I understand that, but even so, if you want that to happen, you got to make it work, and it clearly doesn't work. So you let me know what you want to do. I'm thrilled with it as a weather station just like this, but this app is horrible. Your instructions are well written, but the app does not follow what the instructions tell you. So you tell me what you want to do. Thank you. So you might be saying, well, okay, yeah, so the thing's a piece of shit, send it back, and that's the end of that, right? No, the problem is that the app is poorly written. If they basically scrap it and make a new one from the ground up that focuses on user friendliness, it probably would be a top seller. It's nice, but also, remember what I said at the end of that? If I went to Europe, I don't give a fuck what the weather is in my backyard. If I'm in the Bahamas, I don't give a shit what the weather is in my backyard. I'm in the fucking Bahamas. I'm in Europe. I don't care. And if I needed that, I could just look it up, just like I said. So, what kind of feature is that? Oh, God, that display panel is down in the living room. I don't want to go all the way there. I just want to see it on my phone. When you turn your phone, doesn't it like show the temperature? Isn't that kind of mainly what you're looking for? Like, oh shit, it's 34 degrees out. I need a sweater and a hat and scarf and shit. That's what you want to know. The wind speed, well, yeah, some days maybe you might want to know, oh shit, we're getting a storm. You know, better batten down the hatches, so to speak. But it's not as pertinent as the actual temperature, which is really what you want to know. And you don't need a separate app because your fucking phone tells you that when you turn it on. You don't even have to open it up, put in your thing, touch it to your nose so it can smell you, and Apple says you're good. Mac does that. Anyway, it doesn't have to jump through all that. You have it right fucking there. What do you need a separate app to clog up your damn phone for that's hinging on additional services that may go out at any time, leaving the product orphaned? So you might be saying, well, Jay, you know, what happened? You failed? No, Jay doesn't fail. Of course Jay doesn't fail. I'm the computer dick. I can figure this shit out. So I got an idea. I said, all right, well, this app is a piece of shit, but when it does connect, in the app, it shows the IP address. I said, what if I just punch that into the browser? Oh, shit, look at that. It's got a web interface. Oh, fuck me. All right, well, great. Here, I can enter in the SSID, the password. I can enter in the Weather Underground ID and password and hit save. And when I did, it said settings saved successfully. I then opened the app up on the fucking tablet, and here's what I got. That's right, just as you see it, the data came in. So I was correct all along. The app was a piece of shit. The web interface worked fucking great. The app is shit. If they would have made that user-friendly and would have written it properly, it would have been a slam dunk. But, you know, like I said, the Amazon reviews are a lot of times bullshit, but by the same token, sometimes can have good information. I have said many a time, and I will say once again, that a lot of times the bad reviews are fake, and a lot of times the good reviews are fake. I have seen products that have had tons and tons of bad reviews, and I said, well, I think all those people are stupid. And I bought the product, and it was one of the best things that I ever bought. I've read others where everybody is praising the thing, and it's a total piece of shit. So it really is a crapshoot as far as the product you're going to get, and you kind of have to rely on your own intuition. But anyway, I just wanted to tell you that story, that, yeah, it wasn't just me, it was everybody. It was poorly written. The product itself is great, the app is shit. Well, sometimes they improve, sometimes they get rid of it. We don't know what'll happen, but it is just a weather station, which is a duplication of effort because it's pretty much on your phone already. That's it. Kind of a pointless story, but I figured I'd do it here, because when have I sat here in ages, so why the hell not? Thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Make sure you click like, make sure you click subscribe, and take care. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.